Today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute shoulder and back dumbbell workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. All you need for this workout is one pair of heavy dumbbells and one pair of lighter dumbbells or an adjustable pair. Section 1, we're going to be doing 6 exercises, 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 3 rounds. I'm going to be using 20 kilos, that's 44 pounds per dumbbell, and then we'll move on to the same format for the second section. I'm going to move down to an 8 kilo pair, that's 17 pounds each. Let's start off with a really brief warm-up. Let's get into it. So we've just got 4 warm-up movements doing 30 seconds each, just using your body weight, and we're going to kick things off with some arm circles doing 15 seconds each way. So just nice big rotations, just getting a little bit of blood flowing through the joint and some fluid moving also. Get those shoulders nice and warmed up. Let's take it in reverse now. Try and maximize the range of motion, the biggest circles you can. Next up, we're going to move onto some inchworms. So end of your mat, hinge, reach to the toes, walk it out, walk in to touch and back up. Try and hinge with a flat back before you allow any leg bend or flexion. Good little hamstring, lower back and a little bit of shoulders during this move. Finish this rep off. Next up, we're going to do a bent over Y raise. So I'm going to come into a bent over row position, make a Y shape and return back to here. I've got the thumbs pointing up. I'm looking down at the floor. My hamstrings are taking some stretch. I'm just coming up into a Y shape with my arms. And I'm keeping a nice flat back, staying nice and horizontal. Next up, we're going to go over-unders. So one hand over, one hand under. This is probably my least flexible movement, but it's a good one to get the triceps and front of your shoulders warmed up. So if you can touch, great, but if not, just reaching as far over and under as you can. And then we're going to get into the workout. All right, you're going to need to grab your heavier pair of dumbbells now. You actually only need one dumbbell for this first exercise, and we're going to do a single arm strict press. So I'm going to do 30 seconds on one arm, we'll take 20 seconds off, then we move to 30 seconds on the other arm. So if you get yourself ready, you're going to need to brace your core nice and tight for this. I'm going to start with my weaker arm. So pressing up, I like to put a little rotation on the way down. No help from your legs on this one. I like to put this arm out to the side for a bit of counterbalance. So I'm adding that quarter turn in as I come down. I find that just the most comfortable position for my shoulder. I'm not quite touching the shoulder at the bottom. I'm trying to maintain some time under tension. Oh, just about the right weight for me, that. So we're going to do the same again on the other side. Try and avoid leaning sideways as you press. So keep your ribs and hips nice and even, your shoulders relatively even as well. So brace the core and press. I'm adding that quarter turn in on the way down and then pressing palm forward at the top. Tempo wise, I'm going 1, 2, 3 down and then 1 count on the way up. So 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, next up, I'm going to give you 2 options. You can either do the dumbbell shrug with me, or you can do a glute bridge lying on the floor instead. Not everyone wants to emphasize their traps, so if you don't want to do a trap exercise, you can do that glute bridge. But if you're happy to do that, let's go. Up, hold, and down. Hold, and down. Don't worry if your arms are slightly bent. It's not a row, so we're not pulling up high, but you can unlock the elbows. And I find it's helpful to imagine putting my shoulders up and behind the ears, squeeze, slowly lower down. Okay, next up, we're gonna do an RDL, Romanian deadlift, and at the bottom of each Romanian deadlift rep, we're gonna add a bent over row in. I like this because it gives your lower back a rest in between reps. So RDL, row, back to the top. Rowing up and out. All right, we've got something called a push jerk next. I'm gonna slip an elbow support on because I've got an old elbow injury I want to protect. If you don't know what a push jerk is, you can do a push press. So it's basically a shoulder press with the help of your legs. So the only difference between a push jerk and a push press is a push jerk, you can have this double drop underneath, whereas a push press would be like this, just straight through. As you can see, struggling to talk through that one. Next up, we've got a single dumbbell pull over, just opening the upper back out. You only need one dumbbell for this. So you're gonna reach overhead and then draw back over your chest. Just go until the dumbbell either gently touches the floor or comes close. If you're on a bench, obviously you can go a little bit deeper than that. Make sure you're keeping the elbow angle consistent. So I've unlocked the elbows and then keeping a shallow angle throughout the whole lift. Always finish your rep off. All right, and that was fairly heavy for me, but I survived it. We've got 30 seconds off now, and then we're going back for another round. So we've got 3 rounds in total of this heavy dumbbell section. So we're starting back with that strict press, single arm. I'm gonna start with my weaker side. Let's go. Oh, I usually have a backup pair of lighter ones, which I haven't got with me today, so I'm gonna push through with these 20s. But it's gonna get hard by that last round. I do recommend, if you've got selection though, just go up and down. So if you find that too hard, you couldn't finish the 30-second, just go down a dumbbell. If you're finding it too easy, just bump it up one if you've got the options. Onto the other side now. That's why we always start with the weaker side whilst you're fresh. You tend to breathe and brace for the hard part of the lift. And then release when you know you've got it. Okay, so you're either onto that glute bridge or you can do the shrugs with me. Remember, put that pause at the top of each rep. Slight bend in the arms is fine. I recommend keeping that bend consistent throughout the whole set. Look at that RDL to bent over row next. Add in a bent over row into the bottom of each Romanian deadlift rep. This is a pretty tough one. Nice flat back when you hold that position here. Try and minimize the bob of the body as you come up and down. So we've got that push jerk if you want to drop under and then stand through. We've got the push press if you're just going to drive straight up without the double drop at the top. You can rest them on your shoulders for this one. On the limit there. Okay, we've got those pullovers now. Just taking one dumbbell. Actually feels really good on the upper back. Just opening out that T-spine.
Got reason if they wanna go eat, you know I'm gon' feed them. If you come for me, you ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the ones I'm leaving. I could take this crap I'm seeing.
All right, 30 seconds off. We've got one more round of this first section. I'm gonna need this rest. Let's see if I can grab some water in time. Feel free to pause the video if you need a longer rest. You don't have to do it exactly in time with me. If you need that, just give it a quick pause. Get yourself fresh. Oh, that's the last one for me on that. Oh. Definitely pick the limit here. Sometimes you'll notice in my workouts I'll probably pick maybe one dumbbell down from what I'd actually use. That's just so I can keep talking to you throughout without gassing down the mic. Trying to control that core, get rid of that side bend. As you can see, not every rep is perfect, but as long as you're trying to make it as perfect as you can. We're only human, right? Oh, not too bad on that. All right, we've got those shrugs Or if you've opted for the glute bridge, that's great. Just go on to that instead. Gives the shoulders a bit of a rest if you have. Add that squeeze at the top. RDL, so row next. Just save my grip for as long as I can. Let's go. Just getting a little forearm burn there as well. If you've got some chalk, that's always useful on these workouts. Okay, we've got push jerk or push press. Two more, come on. Maybe one more. Let's get that pull over done. Okay, so you've got 45 seconds off now. Take a break, get some water. We're going to move down to that lighter pair. I'm going for a pair of 8 kilo, that's 17 pound dumbbells. If you're enjoying working out with me, but you'd like to follow more of a strength plan, then check out my ebooks. They're on my website, which I'll link in the description below. There's a 12-week dumbbell plan, there's a 12-week barbell, and a 12-week gym plan. All the plans have got clickable links for all the exercises. Just check that out at the end. Make sure you finish this workout though. Starting with a bent over reverse fly. So because I've used quite heavy dumbbells, I'm going to put a bigger bend in the elbow than I would traditionally do for this exercise. But to make the workout work well, you want to go as heavy as you can on this first one so that the later exercises aren't too light. If you've got a selection, you could go straighter arms and just use a lighter dumbbell for this one. All right, next up, we've got lateral raise. So we've started with the mechanically weakest exercise, and we're moving to the mechanically stronger exercises as you fatigue through the sets. So slight bend in the arms, draw out to the sides, The dumbbells can be slightly in front of your body. So we're going to do the front raises next. So you should be a bit stronger when you front raise than your bent over reverse fly. But because we've put it later in the workout, it should help even out those differences. So drawing up and back down. If you find you're rocking too much or your lower back is struggling, you can go for these alternating front raises. Absolutely fine with that. It just takes a little bit of pressure off the back and it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm actually going to go with this myself. It depends what weight you've picked. If you've gone lighter, you can go for those doubles. Okay, next up we've got a great posture one. Bit of rear delts in there. We're going to do some prone Y raises. A bit like we did in the warm-up, but we're going to be lying face down on the mat. Try and relax your lower back whilst you're doing these. Sticking with another posture exercise, we're going to do a Z press. So you're going to be sitting in an L sit position. You can straighten your legs, or if you've got tight hamstrings, just unlock them. We're going to be doing a neutral grip shoulder press. I'm trying to sit as upright as possible and nice and forwards. So I'm stacking my vertebrae on top of one another, pressing up and back so that my biceps finish level with my temples. This is as hard for the mid back as it is for the shoulders, but that's good. And then finally, we're going to do some scapular push-ups. So you can do these off your knees or you can do them in a full press-up position. And you're basically just going to push down into the ground, keeping straight arms the whole time. So you're going to push away, spread the shoulder blades out, and then sink through. Push away, spread the shoulder blades, sink through. Try and keep the pelvis tucked under and the belly button drawn in the whole time. If you're struggling with this, you can do it off your knees, pushing away, sinking in, pushing away, sinking in, but still try and keep that pelvis tucked under and that good core position. Tough one. That works, something called your serratus anterior muscles, which are actually really important for stabilizing that shoulder joint. We've got 30 seconds off right now. So there's 1 down, 2 to go in this final section of the workout. So we're going with those bent over reverse flies. Fairly heavy weight for me, this. Hitting that back and the rear delts. Drawing out, keeping a bend in the elbows. Arms have a short rest. I've got those lateral raises next. Definitely feeling the shoulders now. Try and control the way down. Oh, that was tough. That last round is going to be a killer. We've got those front raises next, so you can go for that double front raise, or I'm actually going to do those alternating front raises because I'm finding this tough. I like to unlock the knees, keep my core braced. I find that helps stop me from leaning back. Onto your front now. We're going to do those prone Y raises for the mid-lower traps and the rear delts. Your delts, just deltoids, just another name for your shoulder muscles. Try and keep straight arms for this exercise. Got that Z press now, so you're sitting in that L sit position. We've got a neutral grip. Neutral means your hands are like this and your palms are facing one another. We've got those scapular push-ups next. You can do these off your knees or in a full press-up position. So you're pushing away from the floor, spreading the shoulder blades, sinking your chest down. Pushing away, spreading the shoulder blades, sinking your chest down. If you want to do it off your knees, that's actually still fairly difficult. But just make sure you're not arching your back, so tilt your pelvis under, draw your belly button in. You're letting your chest drop between your arms, and then pushing away. Okay, so we've got one more round to go in this whole workout. If you'd like a bigger dumbbell selection, then I've linked some that I recommend, the same ones that I use, in the description of this video. They are affiliate links, but it doesn't cost you any more to go through them. And sometimes I'll add a discount in there as well, so it might even be cheaper for you to use those links. So if you're looking to kit your gym out, check those out. Reverse fly now. Lateral raise next. Definitely feeling this. There's a good shoulder burn today. Probably gone a little heavy for me, but let's just get it done. Wow. Come on, one more. Okay, we've got those front raises. Nearly there. Try and leave it as late as possible, picking the dumbbells up. Just give my shoulders maximum recovery, but let's start on the dot. So we've got a nice mix today of rear delt, your side delts and your front, as well as incorporating all those back muscles. Okay, we're on prone Y raise. Try and keep your glutes engaged, your arms straight, and draw your belly button up off the floor so you're not turning it into a lower back extension. Onto the Z press now. Just 2 exercises left. So this workout is actually part of a 7-day dumbbell series where I've put a full week schedule of dumbbell workouts together, and you can do that as a repeatable program. So well done if you're already on that, and if you're not, check out the description and you'll find it in there. Final exercise we're going to do is those scapular push-ups. Not a nice one, but a good one for keeping healthy shoulders and for strong shoulders as well. So whether you're doing it from your knees or the full push-up position, let's get it done. So push away from the floor, spreading the shoulder blades out, sinking the chest back down through the arms. You might want to start with a full, and then as you get tired, drop to these. And if you're really struggling, you could even do it leaning against a wall instead. And that's it, workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that workout and where in the world are you doing the workout from? I'll link the 7-day dumbbell series here. I'll link the next workout in the series here. Hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, and see you again soon for another video.